Wait, where do I see him, on stream or just in the Discord?
Stream.
Huh.
We're having technical difficulties. If you can still hear me.
Yes, I can still hear you.
Well, I don't know if I don't see it on the stream. It says offline.
Well, the stream says we are offline.
Yeah. Let me refresh it. Maybe it's me. No, it's me.
I'm gonna feed. You almost gave me a
I guess I have the China internet.
You almost gave me a heart attack. I was like, what? We're offline? No.
Man, we already 4.5 minutes into this qualifier. This went by fast.
And you remember the white plates only have 10 minutes to show us what they got. And we have Benjamin Biddulph.
Ooh, quickly knocked down by Grider, putting down a 145. Man, these hot boys are just hot.
Royalty Racing, good evening, gentlemen.
Royalty, welcome, gentlemen.
We have, we have Darren Thomas and the Porsche putting down a 44.9, 144.9. The warm soup poker. And I'm glad to see that his livery is showing up on stream. A very clean looking number plate. Number plate right there.
Soup.
Yes, warm soup poker pot pie.
But the thing is, we don't know what kind of soup. This is important, Mr. Darren. Need to tell us.
It says warm soup poker pot pie. You know what?
Pork pie soup? What?
Pot pie. Warm soup pork pot pie.
I don't know.
Well, the thing is, I've never had pot pie before.
Refresh. They're saying you too, Senor Royalty. Yeah, my stream was frozen, but then I refreshed and it was good.
Alright, as we have it right now. Wait, we have Darren Thomas putting down the fastest time, 44.9, 1 minute 44.9. Chris Greta right behind him. It looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a Porsche dominance here tonight. But just as I say that, we have the Bryce Burkett in the Boobies Racing Ferrari putting down a 145.2, knocking down Chris Greta into third. Bryce Burkett now in P2.
Bryce, he did a really good job last season. I had fun with him a couple times.
Indeed. And as we have the Mike Burkhoff in the Nora Garage 488 Ferrari has joined the podium positions with a lap time of 45.5. Man, I mean, like, if you see
wait. Why is Todd Moss out? He needs to be not. Why does it show a time on? It's in the pits, so it should be fine.
Todd Moss is in the pits.
I don't know. The timer is also running for him for some reason.
Mike Burkhoff making a Ferrari lawnmower right there.
Oh, Ferrari. I didn't know they made lawnmowers.
Well, it looks like they do. Well, at least this season we have a more diverse grid. We do see a lot of McLarens, but a whole lot more diversity. Less Ferraris going into this season.
McLarens, one Aston, AMG, 2 AMGs. Look at this. I'd like to see Marquez on the track.
Well, we have the AMG of the Hot Boys Racing from Jordan Walker here.
Let's see what they all end up tonight. Darren Thomas, when you don't think he can improve, he definitely did. Man.
He improved, but only with like a few hundreds of seconds. As we have it
That's
right
all
now.
it takes to get it.
Yeah, indeed. As we have it right now, Mike Burkhoff has the fastest lap sector 1. But then it seems like he's just losing out on sector 2 and 3.
Hello, Lizzie.
Hello,
How are you doing
Lizzie.
tonight? Are you excited? Are you nervous? How you? Do you miss the booth yet, or what's going on?
You know, if there's something that I've noticed, Chris Grider is now so competitive with our top class drivers. He's not. You look at his time, putting down a 1:45.7, only 2/10 behind Mike Burkhoff.
Yeah, that's. I remember the first season he started off at the bottom on the red plates, and now it's like top of the white plate. This is
Yeah, indeed. And now he's just challenging for those top spots. It looks like he's gonna.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit jealous because like I want to improve, but lately I haven't found the motivation or the time to dedicate time to the practice.
Yeah, now is it sounds like the China internet is now taking over a little bit on Discord. But yeah, I was able to catch everything you were saying.
I think you're having problems, my friend, because my stream keeps going in and out. We got Swanseeker trying to improve his time on a very last lap, on the very last seconds of his qualifier time. Let's see if we can improve. We got Grider 100 of a second up. He lost it.
Let me open up the Twitch here.
I'm surprised by the amount of broadcasts tonight.
Indeed, we have this. I think this is about the highest record pokers we've had on grid. This would be the highest number of pokers we've ever had.
I don't know, man. I drove the GT4 the other day, and then I remember why I used to hate that car. When you start running out of gas towards the end of the race, it's just so bad.
I mean,
but then again, I hate all cars.
Yeah, of course, and then
And we see
you hate all cars.
Senor.
We do know that with it's over like that. Wait, I am in broadcast. It should automatically pull timetables. But anyway, it's fine. It's all fixed.
You keep scrolling. There you go.
Alright, but here's what I know. The Porsche 992 is...
Look at Chris Grider.
Chris Grider now in P1. The Hot Boys Racing and playing tonight. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when they come for you?
Hot boys.
Hot boys.
Alright, so we now have our red plates coming out. We have Mike Quarters just being a chicane.
Wow, this is like... Okay, 10, 17 red plates out tonight. This is gonna be a little bit of a cluster. It's like... They're gonna have to be smart about this because they only have 10 minutes.
Indeed.
And now a whole lot of room to be able to put a lap. So I think it's gonna come down to the first couple of people that can do a valid lap.
Indeed.
Are gonna get podiums.
Yeah, and then you see...
This track is horrible with track limits.
Yeah, it could be fun. It could be fun. Well, as we have it, Mike Quarters is the one who won the rookie series last season. Is he going to be looking to replicate that performance coming into the season?
Hello, Boobies Racing.
Boobies Racing, that would be Bryce Birkind. Boobies Racing on Twitch, if I'm correct. You can go or head over there and give him some love and take a look at his racing POV.
Mr. Cook with a little bit of technical difficulties. Chris Russell with Royalty Racing.
Lord Russell.
Let me show you this livery.
So now have Lord Russell.
If you keep your eyes on the small screen, you'll be able to see this royalty business.
Indeed. Chris Russell.
Hey, wait, look at this knight. I didn't know there was a knight on this car. Look at this.
There is a knight, yes, there is a knight. Is the one on the front hood.
I wonder if he's a knight himself or not.
Well, he might be, because we did name him Lord Russell, so
yeah, Lord Russell.
He might be a knight. Taking a look at Jordan Walker's AMG here, the Hot Boys. A very interesting
Jordan
color
Walker,
scheme.
another driver that has been improving drastically in the last couple of races.
Is it me, or does that AMG just sound so phenomenal?
It does. I've always liked the Mercedes sound. I don't know. Is it a V8? Right?
I'm not even sure because it runs a different engine compared to its GT4.
Cars and racing. These commentators are just boring commentators at this moment.
We have an onboard camera.
Because, hey, you want a cheeseburger? You can commentate my races tonight. Sure.
Well, we have Jeremy Cobbage, who has redeemed an onboard camera. So we jump over to Lord Russell after when he's about to come onto the start finish straight, and we can do a full lap with Lord Russell.
Good evening, Tony Shoulders. I love your GT4 livery, by the way. It's in your shoulders.
And we have our other co-commentator, Lizzie Aliceia, Uncle David's sister, out on track. Uncle David, what are you hoping to see from your sister this season?
Lately, she's been putting a lot more time into her driving, which makes me really jealous. But I believe we're going to see a lot more consistency, a lot more pace out of her this season.
Yeah, that is good. We always love to see some more pace out of that. And we have my country mate. I'm no bias at all. It's Ralph Silander, driving the Porsche in P23 right now.
Douglas, teach me how to Doug it furnish on that Aston.
Now that I've moved my race control, I cannot find Lord Russell. Where is Lord Russell? Car 73. That should be Lord Russell.
2 Astons tonight. Man, 3. But no, that's 2. That's 2. Apparently, I don't know how to count. This is inspiring, honestly, to drive the Aston again.
My court is just making is now turned into a lawnmower. Return back to the pits. Here's what I would say: the Aston Martin, I'll probably drive if ACC thinks of giving us the Evo.
That's the main reason I want to drive Aston. Aston. I want to drive it with the hopes that they bring the Evo. And I'll definitely be driving that. That car is so sexy.
Alright, here's a cool looking livery, Uncle David. It's Spencer Brown in the Mariachi Auto McLaren 720S Evo.
What's the car number?
It's 2848. He's in P27 right now.
Ooh, let's do a little bit of a dip dive.
Alright, as now we are catching back up with Lord Russell, as he's about to start his last lap. Is it the last lap? He probably still has more, as he's coming down straight, banging up those gears. 240, about 240 kilometers an hour as he goes into T1. Needs to take that corner a little bit, and that entry to be a little bit wide. The controller king, I'm not sure what happened with the controller king, but I think he is now on the wheel.
Johnson is saying that Walker is the new controller king.
Jordan Walker, alright, coming into T3, taking it. He has to left a little bit just so he can get that heavy BMW around. But it would be good if he was able to take that flat. He can take much more curve heading down. I don't even know what turn number is this, because Hungaroring doesn't have corner names. For some reason I couldn't find them. There's just T1, T2 and T3. That's how they have their corners done here over at Hungaroring. I'm not really sure how I feel about the sound that the BMW M4 GT3 sounds like. It sounds a little bit tame, but do trust me, this car is it's a really powerful car, especially in the straights.
If I'm not mistaken, it doesn't have a big giant turbo.
It probably doesn't have a turbo. Does it? I'm not even sure. I've never actually done so much research on the BMW.
Maybe if I use Google, huh?
Yes, maybe if we did, if we had an engine where you can just search up stuff. Who would know? As it's now coming onto the last turn. You know, this car, yeah, I loved it as well when I had the pleasure of driving it when I was a junior driver. So it certainly holds a special place in my heart. And that is Russell completing a lap around Hungaroring and is now starting a new one in his quali. I am just so stoked about the the diversity we have out on track tonight. We have Porsches, we have Ferraris, and we even have the AMG. Only one Aston, though.
I know. I like that it's gonna be a battle between car makers instead of a McLaren spec race.
Indeed. McLaren x Ferrari spec race, because last season most of the pros were running Ferraris and most of the rooks of the AM drivers were running McLarens.
Johnson, I don't think that's gonna be much longer.
Furnish still in AMs, that will probably not be much longer because he's actually showing that he has the pace to compete with the white plates.
We got Giovanni Ortiz thinking about mowing the lawn on that macaca.
Giovanni Ortiz.
We got Finlay Wyatt trying to put down a decent time. 1:45.8. We got Lizzie trying to improve her time right now with 5/10 up.
Lizzie Alicia, the senior junior driver in the McLaren.
Oh, 1 second. Look, she's getting a lot of time there. Let's see. Bring it home, Lizzie. Bring it home. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it.
She might be able to gain a position onto Tony Vieira here.
And she does.
And that completes the quali session. As we're now waiting it to go into race 1. As ladies and gentlemen, we only have one quali session. So after this, it's straight into race 2. Let's make sure and so we get ready to meet our drivers here. Here on grid. Where is that thing? All right. Make sure that I myself hit drive. Do remember to hit drive, ladies and gentlemen, if you're racing with us here on grid tonight. So let's get ready to meet. In P1, it's going to be Christopher Grotta in the Hot Boys Racing Porsche, and right behind that is Darren Thomas. In P2, Bryce Birkin with the Boobies Racing in P3. And we have Barrett Morrow in the Falcon Racing Team Bliston BMW in P4. Jordan Walker in P5. We have Finlay Wyatt in P6, and right behind him is Mike Burkert in P7. Giovanni Ortiz in P8, and right behind that is Douglas Furnish with the Hot Boys Racing Aston Martin. Oscar Ter in P10, and Devin Anthony in P11. Casey Swansiger, Noobs Works Driver in P12. We have Kevin Wood in P13, and right behind that is Seth Brown and Todd Moss in P15, and he has Carlos Gill in P16, Roderick Rudd in P17, and Mike Cook in the Talksport WRT AMG in P18. We have Mark Miller, Felsia Racing in P19, and we have Joshua Almeida in P20. Sean Richard with the Porsche Motorsport in P21. Benjamin Biddle, the Controller King, in P22. Chris Russell in P23. We have Michael Cortes, the winner of the first season rookie, in P24. We have Lizzie Alisea, the senior junior driver, in P25, and Tony Vieira in P26. And lastly on grid and not least is Ralph Sivander. Woo! Alright, that was just a little bit of a rap battle.
Breathe.
Have to remember to breathe. Right, so gonna be moving on and looking at Chris Greta here as he leads the pack. Chris Greta has really shown some really stellar improvement. He had to be practicing a lot in that off season. Tony Danzig.
Almost reliable Danzig.
Tony Almost Reliable Danzig in the chat. Welcome Tony Danzig. Surprised that you're not out here on grid with us tonight. Alright, we may as well do a plug for our sponsors, right?
And I really like this livery right here.
Alright, let's take a look at the calendar. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are out here on Hungaroring. So the next track is going to be Valencia. It will be both our GT4 and our GT3 rookie series will be on Valencia next week. And after that will be Zolder. And I believe Zolder is going to be a 1 hour race, if I'm correct. Like a single 1 hour race. So, and after this race, we're going to head into another race, the race 2. That's also another 30-minute race. Exclamation sponsors. And you guys can see the guys who sponsor our rookie leagues. We have Trek Titan being an AI coach, Uncle David.
Yes. Track Titan is amazing. It walks you through when you once you make your account and whatnot, you do a couple of laps. It's not in this race. And then it shows you your best and worst turns and how to fix them. Indeed. And after that we have Sekekor. If you want to have your own ACC server, you can head over to Sekekor in their Discord and they will help you out. And yeah. And with that, exclamation socials, you guys can see our social medias, our social media platforms. We have Facebook, YouTube, and we have Instagram. We have our very own Kevin Rivera and the Drift King, Jeremy Cabbage, managing those social media platforms for us. Jellyvera. Kevin Jellyvera. Yes, Kevin Jellyvera. And we also have a shop, our NRU shop, where you can buy whatever you like. I'm pretty sure we have t-shirts, we have Facebook caps, we also have NRU stickers. Yes, yeah. Don't forget the nice little mouse pad that covers the entire entirety of your desk. All right. As we are now here about to go green, they're going into Helicam so we can catch all the action going into T1. And we are green. As we now have people already smashing through the gas. Is it going to be... Oh, we already have some contact in the back. Oh, wow.
We haven't even reached
is good.
T1. I'm not even sure, but it looks like the rest of the grid that made it through is gonna be able to make it through T1. And we have, I think, Lizzie. Lizzie was kind of involved in that kerfuffle. 3 McLarens. They just having a little bit of sibling rivalry there.
Oh no, I mean, a lot of McLarens right now not showroom ready. I wonder what happened there. Somebody might have done a little bit of boo-boo. I'm a PTSD right now.
You're having PTSD. Anyways,
Yes,
we
I might or might have not killed some people.
well, we're still a little bit in the heli camera here because we still have a lot of people close by each other. But we already have a battle. Do we have a battle? A battle that might be going on between Bryce Burke and Darren Thomas and Chris Grader. But Chris Grader comfortably leading the grid as of now.
You got Darren Thomas already on the bumper of Chris Kreider, trying to already make a move on the lap 1.
So you have the 2 Porsche drivers battling it out. They are coming to the second from the last turn.
Tony, you might be a little bit on the rooms tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, we got Oscar T.
We have yellow flags. I'm not even sure what happened. Looks like it also
Ooh.
involved cases once again. Mike Perkoff. Oh. You hate to see it, you hate to see it, but you know, it is a part of racing. As we have Felsia Racing. Like, Uncle David, can I get a livery check on Felsia Racing on Mark Miller?
Oh, I was on his car for a while there on the thing. It's a sexy livery.
And our very own Will Figgins made this livery.
Okay, wrong car. Sorry.
It will be, he's in P15 in car 99, Felsia Racing. If we could get a livery deep dive on that one. As you can see, Felsia Racing, right behind him is Oscar Ter. And them, they're going to be battling between each other, but they do not want to lose time to Sean Richards right in front of them.
Yeah, that you can see a little bit here where a little bit of a scratch. I think he bumped somebody up. All right. Back to the action.
So we have behind, we have Rousey on the trying, having Michael Cortez all up in his mirrors.
Tony Vieira lost it on the chicane. Right now, going on a date with Mr. Barrier for a while here. Barry Air already paying for dinner. Maybe he didn't pay for Tony.
Oh, he did just send it into the grass. Like I've said this before in the last season. They always say, go out and touch some grass, but please do not touch grass in ACC. Do not.
No.
So we have Michael Cortez making it around Ralph and Casey Swansiger as well. It's gonna be It's gonna be a battle between Casey Swansiger and Michael Cortez pretty soon. It's not for position. It's an out of class battle, but we do love to see battles anyways.
Yeah, right now we have a P3, P1, 2, and 3 battling for the red plates. We got Mr. Barrett Morrow, Jordan Walker, and Giovanni Ortiz all pretty much on a train right now. Hopefully somebody can make a move. They got 25 minutes to make it happen.
Less than a second separating these 3 drivers in front for the red lights.
Yes. Mr. Barry R. Jose Barry R.
And we have Douglas Furnish right behind Devin Anthony. Douglas Furnish in P4 for the red plates. He's gonna be hoping to teach me how to dog it furnish. He's going to be hoping to be riding that slipstream of Devin Anthony, so he can be able to catch up to his fellow
Kevin
red
Wood.
plates.
A little bit of a... Yeah, I didn't catch it. Where is that? That Ferrari lawnmower going out of business.
Not sure what happened if it was just another Ferrari moment. But let's head back 30 seconds in time so we can be able to catch it and see what happened to Kevin Wood. Oh, indeed. It was just another Ferrari moment. At least he was...
Mike Tyson, he probably is fighting Mike Tyson right now. We got Darren Thomas with the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:45.3.
But as you can see, his last lap was a 10th quicker than Chris Kreider's. So not really much of a huge pace difference between these drivers. So it poses the question.
A bit crazy. Self-induced whoopsies. Yes.
Because we have what is it, Seth Brown making it around? Is it Seth or Sean Brown? I don't even know. Making it around Top Moss. Top Moss just seemed to go a little bit wide, which is gonna give Brown the advantage right there. The real Schnell. We got Jason now, but the real Schnell giving us his love and support. Thank you so much for
that sub.
Thank you so much for the sub. And ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our 10 out of 10 goal. We now reached 10 subs. And I appreciate the love and support that you guys have been showing us in this community.
Hey, we try. We're noobs at everything, but we try. Right now I'm looking at Jordan Walker. He seems to be there for the move, but I don't think he has the pace to make it stick if he does make a move. He's probably trying to bank on Morrow maybe making a mistake at some point on this race. He is driving them BMW though, so the tires are not gonna give out. He's not gonna do anything out of the ordinary. So who knows?
But these cars, the BMW and the AMG, they are both the straight line monsters. So
I don't know. They're pretty even right now.
Yeah, they're pretty even, especially in the straight line. The BMW itself is really powerful on the straights. I'm not sure how it compares to the straight line speed of that AMG. So it's pretty much going to be whoever has the better corner exits might be able to get some time.
I gotta give a shout out to Darren Thomas. I've been watching him race for a better part of a year, and he's such a patient driver. Right now, he's not sending it. He's not doing anything other than following Chris Kreider and hoping for that little tiny mistake that grants him the P1.
Not sure what happened here to Mike Burkhoff, but his last lap was a 1:47.1. And we know Mike Burkhoff can put down a faster lap time than that.
What is better than the Porsche? Is there a better car than the Porsche?
Oh, as we have a change in the P1 for the red plates. We have Jordan Walker making it around of Barrett Marrow.
Oh. Okay, you're doing the replay, so.
Yeah, I was just showing the replay because I wasn't.
Oh man, he basically said, "Nah, you can have it." Where's the fight, man? Where's the fight?
As we now have Darren Thomas about to sniff the exhaust pipe of Chris Kreider's Porsche right there.
He's been doing that for the first 10 minutes, man. He's just been patiently there, wearing him down.
And it seems like his last lap was a tenth faster than Chris Kreider's. So you might be able to catch up.
Ortiz right there with P2 and P1. This is like tense right now because nobody's going to die of anything, but they all know that any little mistake, it's going to be detrimental to the race.
Any little mistake could lose them both, or all three of them, the race.
Yeah, I mean, especially on turn 2, if you come in a little too hot onto turn 2, that'll make you go slightly wide where they can get the inside, you're done. You're basically giving away the position at that point. This is one of those tracks where it's hard to pass, but any little mistake, it's detrimental.
Indeed. So we have it right now. Let's see. We have Bryce Birkin comfortably sitting in P3. And it seems like we have yellow flags. What happened to Kevin Wood and Mike Cook?
They went on another date? Yep, Kevin Wood. Now going on a long date with Mr. Barry right now.
That is that is a pretty banged up. I'm not even sure.
Okay. What is going on here?
Kevin Wood still there. I'm not sure if he's going to be going back to the pits. He's just.
I hope so. I mean,
it's just unfortunate.
Okay, yeah, he went back to the pits.
He went back to the pits and he disconnected. Losing out on our first driver already. 18 minutes into the race. Well, 19 minutes. We have 19 minutes to go.
Man, this is crazy. We have a train going on for white plates and a train going on for red plates. And the thing is, they're all pretty close to each other.
Well, as we now have, Lizzie Alicea and Finlay Wyatt right behind each other, making it around Mike Cook. Lizzie Alicea and Finlay Wyatt look to be battling for P23.
She just needs to be patient. That most of the people that drive podcasts, you either see him on the front or you either see him on the back. And he happens to be in the back. So if she's patient enough, eventually that car is gonna
give out.
Do a podcast moment. A surprise.
Hey, listen, all right, the Porsche, the most reliable car, okay?
Man, Darren Thomas getting closer and closer to Ryder right now.
It's just he's been able to keep that gap within 0.3 for ever since the race started. So this means Chris Ryder cannot afford to do a single mistake or even have a single Porsche moment.
Oh man, I just realized what the real Snell is. Mr. Nauber.
Mr. Nauber. As we now have a little bit of a bump between them. As we had Morrow just send it onto Jordan Walker, and he got P1 as they got into T1, but I'm not sure. There was a little bit of a bump. That sent him wide a little bit, but it looks like he was able to keep his position. And now we have Giovanni Ortiz trying to take a crack at Mr. Barry here.
Yes, we got some hot racing tonight, despite a little bit of a kerfuffle on the straight of the lap 1. So far, it's been really good racing.
And well, we have Mike Burkhoff making up some positions. His next target is going to be him getting around Todd Moss.
Wyatt just spun out. Oh, Lizzie is back. I wonder if she has some damage.
And we have Benjamin Biddulph picking up a drive-through.
Ooh, salty. Jeremy, that's bad life choices. Right now we have a three-way battle with Ortiz, Morrow, and Walker. Both of them.
Did Lizzie get by?
Dude, like trying to capitalize on the mistake. Taking it close there. He needs to watch out that entry. Don't be David and kill everybody there.
Man, just look at this hard racing, door-to-door racing with these 3 drivers. Giovanni Ortiz, Barry Morrow, and Jordan Walker. They're just staying with each other. And as we say that, we have Devin Anthony joining the tussle.
The battle here. They need to realize that he's not battling them.
Devin Anthony currently in P4 for the white plates.
"15 minutes to go, and we still
have." Devin Anthony has made it around Jordan Walker. This is gonna give Jordan Walker someone else another obstacle to go around if he wants to join back into that battle between P2 and P1. Yellow flags on Mark Miller. What happened to Mark Miller? Ooh, just took a little bit of
Jordan Walker, I would try to stick to Devin Anthony as close as possible and capitalize whenever he starts to pass the P1 and P2.
That would be a great idea. Just ride that slipstream. As we have Devin Anthony flashing his lights onto P2 and P1 of the red plates, signaling his intentions of passing through.
Man, Grider, I gotta give it to him. He's been there with the pressure of Darren Thomas for 15, 17 minutes and he hasn't cracked it.
He is on the pressure cooker, but it seems like he's up to the task.
I wonder if a turkey's gonna pop or he's gonna get, or it's gonna get the job done. Bryce Burkhardt hasn't been able to get.
Bryce Burkhardt has just been sitting, comfortably in that P3 position. So we have Lot Russell having to defend from the Sean Richards right behind him. As we have another train, we have Lot Russell, Sean Richards, and Ralph Sivana in a battle there alone. Finlay Wyatt making it around Mark Miller. Mark Miller having some damage onto that. Mark Miller heading into the pits to fix his why did he say he had yellow flags? He probably just went out.
Ooh, bit off of the drive-through again.
Is it again, or he hasn't served his drive-through yet? I think he hasn't.
Orange, does he know?
I think he hasn't served his drive-through yet. Casey's once again making it around Todd Moss. And right here, he's right behind Almeida. I think Almeida is lapped traffic, and Casey Swansea is going to be looking to get around him quickly so that he doesn't lose any time.
Darren Thomas with the fastest lap of the race. 1:45.2.
Well, it looks like Chris Grider
finally getting a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, he's stretched that gap to 1 second between him and Darren Thomas there. So now have
Giovanni Ortiz still battling for P2 on the red plates.
And right behind him is Devin Anthony. Devin Anthony, yeah. Hard on his heels.
Get out the way.
Devin Anthony just flashing his lights, signaling his intentions of getting around him.
Walker staying close to Devin, maybe trying to sneakily get into position for an attack. Ooh, Furnish just lapping by himself.
So we have Benjamin Biddulph coming out of the pits, completing his drive-through.
Man, Devin Anthony trying to find a way to go through Giovanni making the move on P1, with Devin trying to squeeze on by, but unfortunately he's being held up right now.
Devin Anthony going left, going right, trying to look for any gap that he can, just so he can go through.
Yeah, the thing is, like, behind that BMW, he's not going to have the power to get through on that straight, so he's going to have to get it done on the rest of the track.
Yeah, yellow flags on Sean Richards. Not sure what happened to Sean Richards right here.
Beautiful.
Ooh, it looks like he had a little bit of a tap from Tony Vieira right there. That is just unfortunate. You hate to see it. Well, we have Darren Thomas starting to close that gap onto Chris Grider. So we now have 10 minutes left in the race.
Did I? I don't know. I think I killed the entire grid on Tuesday. I need to write a dissertation for an apology.
Oh no! Drive-through penalty for Giovanni Ortiz in P1 for the red plates.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. He only has with only 9 minutes left in the race. Giovanni Ortiz was able to make it into P1. Finally able to make it into P1. And then the ACC gods just say, not today. Not today.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, the track limits here are brutal. Are so brutal. Because you have to push the car so much that anything that you do, it's bad. And we have a battle for P1 on the white plates right now. They were pretty close to each other. I wonder if Burke Thomas has had enough of P2 and he's going to try to make a move on Chris Kreider. He's definitely in the position to do so.
Well, as we have it right now, we now have Teach Me How to Doggy in P3 for the red plates, and we have Devin Anthony has finally made it around Barrett Morrow, but he is 8 seconds away from Bryce Burkett. Is he going to be able to catch up? 3 hours
later.
Is he going to be able to catch up to Bryce Burkett in P3 for the white plates with 7 minutes 49 seconds left in the race?
Yes. Where are we at? Man, Jordan Walker is still behind Mr. Burrow. See if the Hot Boys Racing can make something happen. He's definitely been consistently there. Hopefully, well, I don't know.
He definitely has the pace. He definitely has the pace to keep up with Barrett Morrow here.
Seven minutes left. Make a move, Mr. Thomas.
I don't really know how the AMG does in the corners compared to the BMW, but I've had the chance to drive the BMW, and it does require a little bit of trail braking to get it around corners.
Oh yeah, it's a heavy car, so you definitely need to know your braking.
As we have
so much weight.
We have Lizzie Alicea. She's still limping that McLaren around. As you can see, she has some front end damage. I don't know if it's me, but when the McLaren just has like some aerodynamic damage, it just feels a little bit undrivable because that car is very aero dependent.
There's a reason why I call it the macaca.
It's very aero dependent, that car.
Very, and it's trash at low speed corners.
Indeed.
Rocco Gaming B, is there any Saturday or Sunday races series? As of right now, we don't. I know we do one-offs on Saturdays, but the turnout hasn't been all that great, so, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll do more one-offs on Saturdays. And we are more than open for suggestions for what the people would want for that.
I think this question could have never been asked at a very great time when we have the Drift King in chat himself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's somewhere. He's probably directing a plane into a hangar right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Kreider and Mr. Thomas got into something. There was a little bit of a yellow flag. Can we
Let's see if we can go back 30 seconds back in time. It looks like they were trying to make it
definitely-
around Lizzie. As they were now coming across Lizzie Alisair. And it looks like Chris Grider just went and tried to dive the inside, which made him contact Lizzie Alisair right there. And yeah, Darren Thomas now in P1. And that is why I say sometimes coming to lap traffic, it was just drivers have to learn how to navigate lap traffic, because that might actually lose you time.
Work concerning on Sundays.
Jeremy Cubby says, we are considering a GT2 league on Sundays. It won't be a rookie series. GT2s are absolutely fun. You know, 700 horsepower.
Thank you, P1 by Lizzie.
That was just unfortunate for her. She just got got into a kerfuffle with P1. P1.
Well, with 3 minutes to go, I doubt that Walker is going to have the pace to make it up to Mr. Morrow.
He seems to be falling behind, as we have Morrow just staying in the slipstream of Devin Anthony right there. Maybe that is actually giving him an advantage to pull out the gap onto Jordan Walker here. But as we say that, they're now coming onto some lapped traffic right here. They're now coming towards Mike Cook.
Well, I'm surprised that there's lap traffic in 30 minutes.
We have Mike Cook just letting them pass in the corner. And it looks like Jordan Walker is not going to be able to pass immediately. So he's going to be held up just for like a 10th.
We got B1, 2, and 3 all separated for the white plates.
Well, we now have...
So bear card, he might not be able to get it.
Verkander is just sitting comfortably in P3 ever since the race starts. And yeah, looks like all he has to do now is just bring it home. And so does Darren Thomas, now sitting in P1. Now 2.3 seconds ahead of Chris Greta here. Lisa says
Brown.
she teleported to the peaks.
Oh, you hate to see it, Lizzie. You hate to see it.
Well, Spencer Brown in P4 for the red plates. And all he had to do is just be safe and just be consistent on his lap times. Do them just being consistent out there.
Yeah.
So unfortunately for Lizzie's incident, it's all up to the stewards.
Do you have only pans?
In only pans.
$50 seconds to go in the first race. Man, we had a couple of battles going until a couple of incidents. Definitely report.
Well, as we have it here, this GT3 grid tonight was a little bit closer to each other.
Yeah, we have a lot of more people with the same skill set and the same pace. That's why we saw a lot of drivers together.
Well, as we have it, Devin Anthony is in P4. But we still have...
And we got Giovanni on P5 on the rates, 12 overall.
Yeah, that was just
unfortunate drive through.
That was just unfortunate for Giovanni.
A moment of silence for G Ortiz.
So we have
Yeah, I
it.
think
Darren Thomas bringing it through the grid in P1, Chris Guerrero P2, and we have Bryce Birkett coming in P3. So we have yellow flags on Wyatt. It says yellow flags, but I see him racing, so he probably just went off track for a second or two.
all right, and we got for the white plates, we got P1 Darren Thomas, P2 Chris Kreider, P3 Bryce Burkhardt. For the red plates, we got Barrett Morrow, P1, Jordan Walker, Jordan Walker, P2, and Douglas teaching me how to dug and furnish, P3. What? When did this happen?
It happened when Giovanni got the
drive-thru?
yeah, that's when it happened.
Sheesh.
That was just unfortunate for Giovanni.
Oh, Senor Figgins, welcome to the stream.
Senor Figgins, as we can see, Mark Miller's McLaren. That is Senor Figgins, who made that livery for him.
Oh, okay. Now I know what's going on. So, a lot of people that may or may not know the controller prints are wondering why is it so far behind on this race today. And it's because, if I'm not mistaken, he just bought a wheel. So, there's no more controller king.
No more controller king. Alright. As we have it, we're going to be going into race 2, another 30-minute race. As it's going to be a 1 minute 30 to race start. And
Same qualifier position from the race 1.
Let's get ready to meet our drivers.
Yeah, I almost lost it here.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back on grids to meet our drivers for the Hungaroring race 2. As we have it in P1 is going to be Chris Greta in the... Where's my mouse? Okay. Alright, so we have Chris Greta in P1 and Darren Thomas in P2. Bryce Birkin in P3, and right behind that in P4 is Barrett Morrow. This is Jordan Walker in P5. We have Finlay Wyatt in P6 and Mike Burkhoff in P7. Giovanni Ortiz in P8. Douglas Finish in P9. We have Oscar Ter in P10 and Devin Anthony in P11, Casey Swansiger in P12, and Spencer Brown with the Mariachi Auto 720S McLaren in P13. Todd Moss in P14. We have Carlos Gill in P15, and right behind that in P16 would be Roderick Rudd and Mike Cook in P17. Mark Miller Felsier in P18. We have Joshua Almeida in P19 and Sean Richards in P20. We have Benjamin Biddulph, the Control King, in P21. We have Chris Russell in P22 and Michael Quarters in P23. Lizzie Alisea, the senior junior driver, in P24. We have Tony Vieira in P25 and Ralph Sivander in P26, running off the grid as we're about to go into race 2. Okay, so we have Chris Greta leading the grid, leading the pack, and we are off as our drivers are now starting their formation lap. Let's take a look at our race calendar here. Where's our race calendar? And there it is. Race calendar. Tonight we are out here on Hungaroring, and the next race is going to be in Spain on Second Valencia. So Valencia really has really low curbs. With it being
Valencia.
Yes, it's Circuito de Valencia. With it being a motorcycle track, really low curbs. So it's gonna be
so much fun.
It's gonna be really, really fun. As we have it.
Hey, good way to pour salt in the wound. Hey, you can put a vote if I don't know how to start a Twitch bet. Does anybody want to best me on my dive to T1 today?
Let's see Twitch bets. All right. See if I can start
I was
one.
so salty about that. I'm gonna say if people want me back, I'll go back. If not, I'll go cry in a corner.
Let's do this. All right. We're gonna have yes and no. All right.
On board came. Oh, I didn't know we had that on board.
We
like on
do.
The driver, right?
Yes, we do. And we do have a poll going on. We have car 23 Jordan Walker. Pretty sure we're gonna. Nobody wanted you gone. Indeed, nobody wanted you gone. We all love seeing you, Uncle David. Let me move this pole a little bit to the side. Alright, so we're now coming into the last turns. Where's my race control? Alright, there we go. Here's my race control. So you're going to be switching over.
Alright, we're coming to the last turn here to start our race. I got my camera set up for T1 to watch, hopefully, a clean T1.
Indeed. All right, and we have a poll going on. It's gonna be there for at least another minute, I think. As we are green is barreling towards T1. As you see, but well, that one it wasn't even T1 in race 1. In the straight, we had Carnage into T1. It looks like, yeah, it just.
That was a pretty turn 1. Oh, as I say that,
it's just as he says it, we have some carnage going into.
Cool. Commentator's curse.
Going into T1.
Oh no.
So we do have the other cars making it around, but it was just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate for those McLarens out there.
McLaren doing McLaren things.
As we have it, we have Darren Thomas is sneaking up into P1, and he's gonna be looking to just run away with this one. And right behind Darren Thomas would be Barry Morrow. So he's going to be holding up Chris Kreider here, giving Darren Thomas such a great advantage. 67% said no. Looks
right
like
now we're having a lot of battles going on in this first lap. A lot of people got into the incident on. I don't even know if that's a turn. I don't think that's like in between turn 1 and turn 2.
Yeah, that was
a little bit of straight.
Well,
we got Lizzie moving up to P19. Ricardo's clean, so I guess she was able to avoid all the incidents. Right now, everybody trying to settle down, trying to make something happen. We got Mr. Morrow on P2 overall.
Yeah, moving in
my
P2.
friend, take some sand out of those bags or put some more in there, because you might get punted into white. Oh, as he goes white. Maybe that was another commentator curse right there. Chris Kreider trying to make up a couple of decisions.
We got yellow flags on Top Moss. I'm not sure what happened. Was it between Top Moss and Roderick Rudd? So a little bit of a contact between the two of them. That was just unfortunate, and that was for them. That was still lap 1. They hadn't made it across lap 1 yet. So we have Oscar Ter already in the pits, and we have Lord Russell, yellow flags. I'm not sure what happened with Lord Russell. Maybe he just went off track a little bit.
Crusade.
Yep, he went BMW lawnmowers. We have another common. Oh, and he just seems to take out Mike Cook out there. It's just unfortunate for Mike.
We're just cursing everybody out tonight. Sorry, drivers. We tried. It was not our fault. Not really, but still. Oh, Biddulph with the yellow flag in the middle of the track, waiting for the moment for a safe rejoin.
Benjamin Biddulph. I'm not sure if it was contact related. Yep, it was.
Biddulph, if you happen to rewatch this, welcome to.
That was just unfortunate from Lord Russell. Lord Russell claiming another life on the battlefield.
Morrow was a P1 and now it's a P2. I think they might have been a little bit of contact.
We have Mike Burkhoff. He has a little bit of rear end and front end damage, but it only probably just looks like a paint scrap. Nothing too much.
Giovanni Ortiz making it to P3 on the red plates with Morrow not far behind. We have another train this race, 5 minutes in, 25 to go. We're definitely going to see some fights tonight. And of course, Mr. Thomas, Darren, if you're listening to this is what happens when they let you go. You just take it all and don't give it back. Chris Grider trying to make up some time behind Darren Thomas. Bryce Burkhardt a little bit closer to Chris Grider right now, and hopefully maybe get into a fight.
Well, as it is now, he's comfortable in that P3 position because he has 3 red plates separating him from Devin Anthony.
Yeah, Devin Anthony is going to definitely be flashing some lights, trying to get around all these train of red plates right now. Jordan walking on that Mercedes. He needs to learn from the last race and just chill and bring it home.
All right, as we're about to go, we're gonna go on his onboard. And Uncle David, could you? We're gonna have to give him a livery as well. We think we have somebody who has redeemed the livery rundown as well. So
we got 24 minutes. We're getting into it. We're almost there. Just give me a second.
King Sticks.
Mark Miller.
That'll be car 99. As we have Jordan Walker here, making it. Is this T3? I'm pretty sure this would be T3. Making it around. I really don't know how heavy. You know how this car is one of the heaviest cars, and he is able to turn him around the full flat.
Mr. Senor Figgins. No, is it Figgins?
Yes, it is Senor Figgins. It is King Sticks.
I am Figgins. If you take a look at the little screen, you'll be able to see the livery. One sexy livery, I must say. It's sad that there's a little bit of a scratch off going on the other side.
And right now we have Jordan Walker just trying to catch up to Bryce Birkin here. Looks like he might have the pace because he's not so far behind him. With the AMG just sounds so good.
This is one sexy livery. I'll say it again. I know how. Now I figured it out how he did it. He did chrome layer, and the sponsors layer is just regular
carbon
gloss. Yeah, because look, see, it doesn't really reflect.
Yes.
So I think that's what he did.
As we go in,
most on the wing.
You know, this is one thing that is about Hungaroring. The turns are just numbers. They do not. I do not have the names. I wasn't able to find the names of this one. So Mike Cook making it around. Is that Lizzie? Yeah, I'm making it. Mike Cook and Lot Russell making it around Lizzie Elisea.
Was that to your satisfaction, Mr. King Sticks? You're very welcome. All right, we have Devin Anthony in between P1 and P2 right now. All right, and we have an onboard clam for Mr. Car 23, Jordan Walker, P1. You want to take it over, senor?
We have done the onboard.
For Jordan Walker?
Yes. That is the one we were doing. It seems like we have yellow flags on Almeida. Not sure what happened to Almeida right there.
I'll have to agree, Mr. Tony Shoulders. Very good liveries.
It just seems
I had a
to
really
be
cool one for the Alpine, but I'm not driving in it.
It just happens to be a Porsche moment. And Todd Moss has picked up a stop and go 30.
Lizzie Alicea coming back for revenge on the second race. 10 minutes in with the best lap of 149 when she was doing 152s on the first race. This is not you hate to see it, you're happy to see it?
You love to see it.
Oh, you love to see it. There you go. You love to see it.
And she is currently sitting in P18 overall. But as we have it right
Giovanni being more careful this race around, not really taking chances on those curbs and not mowing the grass.
That moment he just lost his podium to an unfortunate event. So now we have Spencer Brown in P4 for the red plates.
See this real quick. Greider has caught up to Darren Thomas and is currently trying to make a move. It's making it stick right now.
He's actually gonna make it around.
That was a clean pass, man. That was like sent and drove home.
Looks like he just he put his car just next to Darren Thomas, and Darren Thomas just seemed to give away that position.
He took the inside and bye.
And that has allowed Bryce Birkin to actually catch up to Darren Thomas here. Bryce Birkin is now 0.8 seconds behind Darren Thomas.
Jeremy, do you just drive the GT3 Aston after you put the LFM BOP? Which has been done, by the way. It's already on.
Yes, the LFM BOP is out. Jeremy Cobbage doesn't know what to drive. Don't worry, I have a pretty good car for you. How about you drive the Lamborghini Gallardo? Negative 40 kilogram ballast, you know. It sounds good. There's so much torque.
The, LFM BOP, everything's pretty much good. Got Jordan Walker right now just sitting comfortably on P1. Oh, just for the set. Okay, I got you.
Oh. So we have Finlay Wyatt right behind Carlos Gill.
Giovanni slowly but surely making some headway, trying to close the gap between him and Mr. Morrow, not Borrow.
Morrow. Now it's you butchering the names.
17 minutes to make something happen, and we got a yellow flag on Almeida again. I wonder what happened there. Thank you for the rejoin.
It just happens to be one of the McLaren moments. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah. They haven't really nerfed the McLaren. They just made it a little bit more difficult to drive.
I mean,
Lizzie Alicia with a yellow flag.
Oh no, Lizzie, what happened? You were doing so well. Oh, it was a little bit of contact between her and Oscar.
No, señor T.
Oh, and it seems like she just went through the grass, through the track, to the wall.
Wow. You hate to see it.
And it seems like she's going to be throwing in the towel.
Yeah, she's on chat. Sorry, Lizzie.
We have Mr. Finlay Wyatt making it around Carlos Gil. Finlay Wyatt now in P11 overall.
Giovanni Ortiz trying to make something happen here. Jump for penalty. And I think we lost.
Oh no! No, I'm still here. I'm just taking a look at Mr. Barrett Morrow.
Drive-through.
Just picking up a drive-through, and this is gonna give Spencer Brown P3,
and Giovanni taking the P2.
That is really just unfortunate for Morrow here.
You know how it is. It's called Hungry Hypo Ring for a reason.
Hungry Hypo Ring.
All those drive-thrus, man. All those track limits. Just take it away. Hungry hippos.
As that is gonna hand over the P3 position to Spencer Brown here. We still have 15 minutes to go into the race, so we're gonna try to see if Barry Morrow has the pace to make up those positions and get back onto the podium finish.
All right, but the Giovanni needs to just calmly stay there where he's at. He's on a nice little buffer. If he starts trying to gain on Devin Anthony, that's just bad news bears. You really don't want to do that, and you really want to stay safe. Michael Cortez, what happened to you? See 3 yellow flags.
We have yellow flags on Gale and Michael Cortez. I'm not sure what up. Oof. Just a little bit of a bump onto that rear panel.
I mean, seems like they were trying to go 3 wide there.
And Barry Morrow is now facing the wall. Just having a chat with Mr. Barrier, and now has a little bit of front end damage onto that BMW.
Doesn't he know Mr. Barry doesn't pay?
Not even know. We have it on Cortez again.
McLaren doing macaca things.
Not sure if that was. Yep, that was the McLaren doing the McLaren things. And we have Michael Cortez. He now has damage, front end damage onto that car. So that in itself could explain why.
Jeremy, you should try out the Mercedes.
I would 100% say the Mercedes. You could try out the Mercedes, or you can drive the Aston itself.
The Mercedes really likes that.
Or you could drive the Aston itself. You know, it's a really good stable platform as well.
Hey, if you drive it, I'll drive it. How about that?
The Aston overall is just a pretty good, decent car. Not sure what happened. We have Teach Me How to Doggy Furnish in P22. This is not something you usually see every day. He was able to finish in P3 in race 1.
Man, Chris Greider absolutely running away with P1. I wouldn't say majorly, but still, like, it's he came back with like, no, I messed up my first race. I won my P1.
Jeremy Cobb says he's going to be driving the Maserati on Sundays. For the GT2.
Are you waking on Sundays?
We said that we're gonna be having a GT2 series.
But he works. Is it in the morning? GT2 in the mornings?
I am not sure.
Morning?
Not sure when it would be, but I'm pretty sure when it's Sunday for you guys. For me, it's already Monday.
Back to the Future.
Indeed.
Mike Burkhoff trying to make a move on Giovanni Ortiz. Casey Swanseeger. What? On P8 overall.
P8 overall
Oh,
and
early on
P6.
Saturdays.
And P6
Yeah,
in
I do that too. Man, Spencer Brown trying to make a move on Casey Swanseeger. That's really bad idea, man. You're comfortably on P3. So getting into a battle with Casey is not a good idea. Unless you're significantly faster than him. And it seems like he's trying to make a move.
He was thinking about it, but then he just saw that the gap was going to close really fast. And he
Okay,
just...
let me not even look at any of this. I don't want to curse anybody. Like, we were talking about it, he might punt Casey, and that's going to be the end of Casey patience.
So for now, we have Ralph still in the pits. I'm not sure what happened to him. So we have yellow flags on Sean Richards.
That Porca doing pork rinds.
As the Parker's handling just seems to change as you lose fuel. Oh, yep, it was one of those Porsche moments.
Yep, 10 minutes to go. They barely have fumes on their tanks right now. So there's absolutely no grip on the front tires.
With 10 minutes to go, most drivers have like, what, 15 liters? Usually 15 to 7, like between 15 and 20 liters left.
Senor Manager, you're the one who calls the shots here. I can only say to the drivers to add more sand to their bags.
Indeed, I would agree with that. We have a lot of drivers who might get moved. They might as well just be...
No, it's not a might. It's if you got this kind of pace at this difficult track with no drive-throughs or anything, yeah, you definitely in a little bit of a bump. You might be a color-changing plate. Or
you might be a chameleon.
White plate in the skies.
Alright.
Can fly twice as high.
Well, we have Devin Anthony just right behind Jordan Walker. Giovanni Ortiz in P2 for the red plates.
Michael Burkhoff.
Casey Swanseeger is still ahead of Spencer Brown, but Spencer Brown still right behind his heels. Mike Burkhoff. It looks like he's gonna try and ooh, and just as I do say that, sorry Mike Burkhoff for the curse.
Oh man, that just throws salt over your shoulder.
Not sure what happened right there. See, just that rear end of that Ferrari just went.
Ferrari. Yeah, I was talking to our local Puerto Rican Mr. Kevin Rivera, and he said that after the update. Oh no, this is the old Ferrari, so never mind.
That is the 488.
Yeah.
The 296.
Yeah,
the 296. It's a really stable car. To be honest,
not
but,
so much anymore. I mean, you do need a little bit of control, but
yeah, I don't know because you do remember the setups you gave me. So the Luke Addison ones, they're really good, stable. But it just has this moment. It just has these moments when you take a curve that you have been taking for the past 6-7 laps the same way. The suspension just bottoms out. Like, what changed? You've been taking the same line for the past 7 laps, and on the 8th lap, it just goes, yeah, nah.
That is one thing very prominent on the Lambo. Evo 2.
Evo. We have Devin Anthony making it around Jordan Walker. Devin Anthony now in P4 overall, trying to chase down Bryce Birkand, Well, this time he is way closer than he was in the last one. And we have yellow flags on Tony Vieira and Mike Burkhoff. Was it contact related? Let's go back 15 seconds.
For the most part, Jeremy.
Tony Vieira. I'm not sure if that was like his second hit or third. You have Felsier just mowing the lawn.
Mark Miller with the Macaca lawnmower.
Yeah, it's just a McLaren moment. At slow speed corners, it doesn't want gas at all.
Jordan Walker making it around David Anthony. I wonder what happened. That's a slidey Mercedes. Sheesh.
That is a very slidey Mercedes. As the base. Oh, we have yellow flags on Devin Anthony. What happened to Devin Anthony? See if we go back 15 seconds in time. If we can catch. Yep, the McLaren doing McLaren things. He just overgassed it a little bit.
Giovanni needs to calm down because I've seen him go off track a couple times, so you might get a drive-through.
And if he gets a drive-through here, that might give his position to Mr. Finlay Wyatt. Wyatt's in P4 for the Red Blades right now. Well, Wyatt has had a pretty great race 2 compared to race 1.
Man, another yellow flag for Burkhoff.
Burkhoff seems to be struggling in that 488 here right now.
Oh, probably because there's no BOP, so the car is extra caca.
That is just unfortunate for Mike Burkhoff here. Or it might be some
all
of
the way
damage.
up to P4 on the white plates. Something I love to see.
Casey Swanseger having a better showing in race 2. We have more yellow flags on Mike Burkhoff.
Ooh, Todd Mouse on that Ferrari having a bad day. Oscar T slowly but surely going around the track.
Yeah, I think that incident between him and Tony Vieira where you got hit just gave him a lot of rear end damage. Because now you can see that rear end just stepping out a lot more than usual.
We got 4 minutes to go in the second race.
Well, we have Chris Grada has Darren Thomas breathing down his neck. Darren Thomas only 0.3 seconds right behind him.
He's so sneaky. This is a Todd Frog Bones. Darren Thomas is a sneaky person right here. Look at it, like a sneaky driver. He got 3 minutes to make something happen.
3 minutes to make something happen?
They got a little bit of clean air. The lap cars are substantially ahead. So I don't think they're gonna, get into a kerfuffle.
Well, we
got
see
Darren Thomas trying to fake a launch on the inside to see if Grider is gonna make a mistake and maybe avoiding the macaca lawnmower. Luckily, he didn't. He did a pretty good safe rejoin there.
Well, we still have Spencer Brown in Casey Swanseger's slipstream. He's just been tailgating Casey Swanseger here.
Yeah, P1 and P2 for the red plates are a couple of seconds in between them, so they're not going to have a battle.
As
I know
we
Darren
have,
Thomas is probably going to send it at some point.
well, we have Barrett Morrow who's made it around Lord Russell.
Lord Russell.
So we have Sean Richards. The yellow flags on Sean Richards. Not sure if it's another Porsche moment.
Probably. There's no gas, no grip, no nothing.
No
You
gas, no
brake
grip,
in the
no
car, just
nothing.
nothing.
That is one, and we have drive-through penalty for Oscar Terre.
no! Those
With the Porsche just having that engine in the rear, when you brake, sometimes that engine acts like a pendulum, so it keeps on going wherever direction it was pointed last.
I think Darren Thomas is a little bit better on sector 1, sector 2, but Chris Grider is better on sector 3. Because right now they're pretty close, and then Grider open up the gap after this.
With 1 minute 25 left in the race, it's now or never for Mr. Darren Thomas.
Man.
So you actually have Spencer Brown closing the gap onto Casey Swansea here.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't punt them on the last minute.
Teach me how to Dougie. Gaining a position, but I'm not sure whose McLaren that one is. It's probably Devin Anthony. Yep, that is Devin Anthony.
Oh,
Devin Anthony now in P5 for the white plates.
I think Darren Thomas is like, it's not worth the battle. Let me just take my P2.
And
we got Casey Swanseger coming up into P1 and P2 of the red plates. Knowing him, he's not going to risk it. They're not going to do anything crazy. As they go around one of the lap macacas of Michael Cortez.
Lizzie Alicia saying that she cannot see the times.
Some people are really good at GT3s. Ooh, wait. Darren Thomas took P1.
Indeed. Darren Thomas. Grabbing that P1 position.
Wow. We're fired.
No.
Turn it back.
We caught it on cam. Don't worry, we did. We did catch it on cam. We just didn't react to it fast enough with our voices, but we did catch it on cam. Because I was looking at Lizzie Alicia saying that she couldn't see the times. But we had in the T and like the last turn, Chris Grado just seemed to have washed out a little bit wide, which just allowed Darren Thomas to squeeze by and grab that P1 position from him. That's very unfortunate for Chris Greta.
Would love to see it, or somebody commentate on it. Well, we were caught sleeping on that one.
Last corner pass. I'm pretty sure Chris Greta is gonna be kicking himself for that mistake into the last turn.
Where did you fail, my friend? Oh, you were P3, no?
Bryce Birkent got P3 in both races. What do you mean you failed? That was a pretty good result. You had a comfortable race in both race 1 and race 2. Taking home that podium P3 like position. P3. You know, I would take a P3 position any day. Because we have Mike Burkhoff just limping his Ferrari 488. Okay, he's through the finish line, and we have Sean Richards, who's going to be completing his last lap as well. Sean Richards just had to have, and as I say it, another incident for Sean Richards. Commentators curse, they say. Well, we have Oscar Ter, who has plus 60 seconds because of him not completing his drive-through penalty. So that will probably lose him the position to Todd Moss and Roderick Wright behind him. And with that, we're gonna be concluding our race 2. Make sure that I can.
What a great race! Some good moments, some bad moments, some punts, some passes. some last turn sense misses.
Indeed,
Man.
it's very that last turn was just something
We were
else.
just caught napping.
Yeah, we were caught napping in terms of the commentary, but at least the cameras were able to catch it. All right, we go over to the gallery here. Let's take a look at our race 1. Alright, let's see if our drivers will be joining us into the live room, as we are going to be looking to have our driver interviews. Uncle David, you're gonna be taking over the driver interviews?
Sure. I forgot who got what, but we'll make it work.
And look who we have in the standby, Tony Danzig. Tony Danzig, what?
Tony, almost reliable Danzig.
Yeah, almost reliable Danzig.
Chris Grider. Tell us about that last corner right there.
Dude, okay. Both races, I never heard last lap. There was no white flag, or not. Is it white flag?
Oh, I don't know.
I never heard like
white flag on either of those.
Yeah, on both races.
You guys crossed the line like 3 seconds before it ran out of time.
That's what I was thinking. So I thought there'd be one more lap after that, and then all of a sudden it was. I just got squirrely. The tires felt bad. I thought I'd have another lap, but
I don't know.
stuck with it.
I honestly don't know what happened there. I wasn't really paying attention.
Maybe I created that, dude. Watching it back, I think
my car decided to Dougie a little bit and kick out the back end.
All right, who got P1 for the red plates? White plates. Sorry.
I think
Darren,
I got it for race
both?
2.
That would be Darren Thomas.
Well, you got P2 on both of them, no?
No, I think I got P1 in race 2.
Jordan got
Unless I'm wrong. Okay.
Right, here's what we have. Darren Thomas was P1 for the white plate in both races. Darren Thomas, if you would kindly walk us through your thought process in both races.
I was just thinking, don't die, don't die. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
you. Well,
That's a good thought process right there.
that was a very great thought process. It did produce results. So we'd you love to see it.
It was my first race in the Porsche, and I'm scared to death of the Porsche. So I was really just trying brake early, coast, accelerate gently. And I think Grider was probably the better racer in both races tonight than I was, but luckily the chips fell in my favor, so I'm quite happy.
It was a nice little bluff. Grider, you got P2 on both races. So what's up with that?
The Porsche felt amazing, to be honest. I was doing the same thing, coasting. Darren, I don't know why you gave up position 1 on the second race midway through.
I dived you in that turn and caused a collision, so I thought it's best to just give it back.
Yeah, but it was crazy to see you behind me both races. You seemed like you were catching me slowly, but at the end of both races, my car got a little squirrely and just couldn't handle it. I kept turning on TC, but
for future reference, just add more fuel. That way, the car doesn't feel that much difference.
Okay.
First tires lasted about 4 laps.
Senor Bryce Burkhardt, tell us about that P3.
Just destined to be P3 forever. Finished
Eternal
P3 last season, so I might as well keep it going.
All right.
Hey, I mean, P3 position, if you keep it out throughout the whole championship, you'll be able to get a metal plaque, sent your way. That will be some cool memorabilia that you can be able to put into your own sim racing cabinet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a big collection of P3s across my wall.
Well, if you get enough points, you might move up depending on who drops and whatnot.
Thomas and Grider just drop out the rest of the season. I'll do great.
Right. Puncture their tires. Hey, P1 for red plates. Who was that?
I
Is-
got P1 in race 2, and
Yeah.
race 1 I think it was Morrow.
Yeah.
Oh well, then Morrow. There was a good battle going between y'all three. So what? Tell us about that.
In race 1 it was really good. With Jordan, and I think it was.
It was Ortiz.
Yeah, it was really good. Between
Giovanni.
the three of us, and Anthony was also there. I didn't realize he was in white plates until a bit later, so I let him through. So race 1 was really good and I'm getting used to the game now after 3 days. In race 2, I just made a mistake. I kind of took out Chris a little bit. When I was trying to let him go, I missed the braking zone. And then I got a drive through and ended up at the back.
Good deal. Senor Jordan Walker, Ranger, Texas.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
us, tell us about good. You had some good moments there. Tell us all about it.
All of race 1 was pretty much just a battle constantly. Like, it was probably the most heart-pounding race I've had, and like the best race I've ever had. I'm not sure who it was, but they were in 1 or 2, and then they went to pit. I'm not sure why they went to pit. Maybe ran out of
That was
fuel or whatever
Giovanni
that was.
Ortiz. He
Ortiz.
was on P1 and he got a drive-through.
Oh, he
So-
got a drive-through. Okay, I didn't even see
Yes.
that. I was like zoned out the entire race, and then race 2, I was able to get the position, and I just like fought and fought and fought to keep the car from sliding. It got really bad at the end, but worked out.
Hey, you made it work. That car is definitely a slidey boy.
Oh yeah.
All right, and that concludes our race.
We
For the
have,
first
don't
second season.
forget, we have Doggy. Teach me how to Doggy furnish. Who got
Where did
P-
he end up?
He got P3 in race 1 after Mr. Giovanni Ortiz picked up a drive-through.
Why don't you teach us how to dug it then?
Yeah, race 1 was good, clean. I just need to apologize to Oscar Tay and Finn Wyatt for the start in race 2. I didn't realize that I was the one that started all that shit at the beginning, so I apologize. And anybody else that was collected in that, so. Other than that, it was fun, but yeah, just embarrassed about that, so gotta figure the car out a little bit better.
Well,
Good deal, good deal.
well, indeed, that was a great race from all of you guys, and we really appreciate you guys coming in here and giving us your interviews and also showing some love out on track.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for streaming.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
yeah, we'll be sure to see you in the next one. The next one's gonna be on Valencia, ladies and gentlemen. And with that said, that concludes our race 1 in the Noobs RS GT3 Rookie Series Season 2. So we're going to be rating out.
Circuito by Ricardo Torno.
Yes, and as we do that, we're gonna be Mr. Coverage say the Oni VR. Let me see if I can search up Mr. Oni VR here. Oh, and look at that, we have Todd Moss. Todd Moss is also live. Make sure you guys can also go to Mr. Todd Moss if you wanna take a look at his POV. With that said, we're gonna be starting the raid here, and I'm gonna say have a great time and good night to all of you guys. It's me, Alexio Gappa, and Uncle David in the boots.
Thank you for watching, everybody.
Peace.
It's a great time. Cannot wait to be back next week.
All right.